It's Madden NFL 22, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Dolphins and the football team coming up next.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Miami Dolphins
and the Washington football team.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field.
And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general. They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. He'll drop to throw. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let... Let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. They'll drop to throw.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Eluding the pressure right.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Curl.
20, 10.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. It turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured. too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for Miami. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Rodgers now on first down. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he powers his way up past the 30. This defense for the Dolphins, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. He'll look to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big pickup there on the run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Value three. 2 up. DC.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw is Rodgers. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that 1st down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
A minute 52 to play until halftime.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Touchdown, Washington!
Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 12 on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season, is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more. And getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
On first down, Rodgers escaping the pressure right.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll run it here with Bowden.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On first and 10, here's Rodgers.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Flush to his right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Touchdown, Dolphins! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Sanders now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll set up to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw.
Hitting Samuel on the slant.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Boswell's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So we've reached half.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. On play action, Rodgers. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. It's a big play there for Miami. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now Rodgers. Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Flushed out right. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Aaron Rodgers. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
First possession of the second half now for Washington.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Right there. 54. Right there.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
They'll look to throw again.
Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play there on the catch and run. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than he...
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And Washington has retaken the lead.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Now they try the right side here. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Buying time to his left. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Of course, we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
And I showed it right there outside of the pocket and on the money. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Rodgers now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They run with Bowden.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Here's Rodgers. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois. And now, touchdown! And that's caught at the 2. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Sanders on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Thomas brings it in. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there for Washington. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And down inside the 15 he goes.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw again.
Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown.
His 2nd touchdown of the season.
And Washington has taken the lead. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout. And that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here taken in by Gesicki.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see opening...
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll roll him out right.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there for the Dolphins. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. From the 24, Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now Rodgers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Pass complete, Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. This from 52 and this for the win. And his kick is good. From 52 yards away, he gets it to go.
And they will be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as Washington has won it. So a victory here for the Washington football team.
And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.